All right, hey, what's going on? Welcome into the next lesson. This is going to be the Jungle Scout product database, and this one's actually going to be just solely focusing on this. Now, a lot of you have seen this, a lot of you know what this is, a lot of you know how to use it, but again, we're going to be showing you how to innovate with this tool. So I don't think any one of these uniques that I'm going to be showing you is, maybe if you're just starting, there's something you haven't seen yet. But really what I want to do is show you new ways to approach these, change your mindset, and get into a point of abundance and seeing that there really is just so much opportunity on Amazon. You're just like me. I was, it wasn't that long ago when I was finding my first product, my second product, my third product. Right? You're just me. If you're watching this, you're probably finding your first or your second product. I still take courses every single month, guys. I spend, the donations to my previous course doesn't even cover what I spend on learning every month. So it's basically like you guys are just donating and I'm going out and finding thousands of dollars worth of information, getting that, bringing it into my business, scaling up my business with that information, and then gaining all that experience, bringing that to you for free. Eventually, a lot of you guys out there, I like to reward people that like to take action. So eventually there will be something that is next level, higher tier that you guys will be able to get into. And it may not be free, but those of you who take action will get rewarded there. It'll probably be a limited time thing. I'm not sure, but I do have plans to make something psychology-based, persuasion-based, mix in, things that people aren't doing in this realm of teaching on Amazon. So let's get into this method, guys. The product research method that I'm about to show you, you already know what it is, but I want to show you actually how to use this tool differently than what everyone else teaches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go in and we're going to select all the categories that I like. First one's going to be arts, crafts, and sewing. We're going to do baby, beauty, and personal care. We're going to do home and kitchen. I don't like health and household that much. Industrial and scientific, kitchen and dining. Never seen anything good in office products. It's usually just pretty plain commodity style products. Patio, lawn, and garden. I don't really like sports and outdoors either. Tools and home improvement, and toys and games. These are pretty much all my favorite. We could do like pet supplies too. That's, people love their pets, man. We'll go in, and what we're going to do differently is something that you wouldn't expect. So let's just go ahead and say we'll go, like our minimum price of $18, and we'll go up to $50. Okay, and we'll actually do like $17.44 or something. Change up your minimum so that if something is $17.99, that technically is $18. If it's $17.88, that's technically, we'd be willing to work with that. Minimum sales, we're gonna throw in $250 for minimum. We're not gonna touch revenue because if someone has a minimum sale price of, we'll say $17.99. Someone probably wouldn't price at $17.44, but we're just doing that so we see those other listings. Then you multiply that by 250. That means the minimum revenue, just based on the filters that we used, is going to be $5,000, $4,500. At a 60% margin, there's your $70 to $100 a day. So this is already kind of implying that the minimum revenue will be $4,500. So you don't really have to touch that. It would be pointless to put a minimum revenue of $4,000 because it's already implied based on the sales and the minimum price. So, max reviews. What we want for reviews, in this case, I'm going to go higher. So I'm going to actually say 350 reviews. I think we can compete with that. If we could find a product with, an average of under 300 reviews, but it hasn't been innovated, it hasn't been differentiated, the audience is crying for help. Not the audience, the customers are crying for help, this product's breaking. We could come in and just because someone has 350 reviews, they got 3 stars, and we have 20 reviews that are 5 stars, we're gonna crush them. So that's okay. What we're gonna do differently, I'm actually gonna leave it right there, and then I'm gonna throw in a quick 1.5 pound maximum weight. But this is it. This stuff, you guys are probably like, this isn't innovating, dude. What are you talking about? Hang on to your grits. I just made up that slogan. I don't know what that means. seller FBM in Amazon. So we're actually not going to see anyone that's using Amazon fulfillment centers, which is all private labelers. So we're literally looking at products that people are shipping from their house that Amazon's selling. And we're going to see products that no one's seeing because everyone's looking for the things that's being done by FBA. If you could compete with someone who's making a lot of money and they are selling from their house and you come in and say, I'll give it to you with 1-day shipping Prime, you're going to get rewarded greatly for that. Now, this one I do find is a little bit slower, but the best product I've ever found was with this method. I found it. It was a fulfilled by merchant product. I made it Prime. First week, I was blowing sales out of the water. There was a couple other Prime sellers, but their listings weren't that great. It's one of those markets where it was like undiscovered. Like there was more customers than there were sellers. That's always a good thing to look for. If you have a lot of demand, if you see there's, 5,000 searches per month on a keyword, but there's only 3 sellers and it's not patented, it's like, okay, well, if I join in there, it's a good odds that I'm going to definitely get at least a couple hundred sales per month. So what we're doing, what was that? Okay. Again, like I said, this is going to be a little slower because a lot of things are sold through Amazon's fulfillment centers. A lot of sellers are Amazon fulfilled. But what you're going to see is going to have a lot of sales even though they're fulfilled by themselves. It shows that there's even higher level of demand for that product. Someone was willing to go on Amazon and treat it like it was eBay and order it and possibly even pay for shipping. So let's see what we got. And I could stop here, guys. That's the first method of innovating with Jungle Scout. But I kind of like to do the research with you a little bit and show you what I'm looking for and maybe try and find an example. I think it's a little bit more believable and easier to relate to when you see me using it instead of like I've taken several FBA courses that were in my mind overpriced and they were just like, all right, here's how you do it. It was like a 4-minute video. Like their product research tutorials were like, here's how you do it, go do it. I'm like, well, dude, I want to see you do it. So that's kind of what we're doing here. So that's an accessory item. We don't want to sell a product that's related to another product. We want to sell a product that's independent. And again, like I said, this is a slower method. So when you're looking through here, don't expect to just like find a ton of good ideas right away. Because this is, we're throwing up this filter that's most people don't even think to do. Could pay off though. So if I don't find something soon, I'll probably just move on because I don't want this to be like a YouTube video. It's supposed to be instructional and showing you how to do it. So just watching me scroll isn't really benefiting you. Get patient with this one. Like if you have an hour of free time, this is a fun one to do. If you want to try something different, this one's really nice because I tend to do this one towards the end of my product research. Like if I've looked through some storefronts, I've typed in stuff, I've gone through categories, that stuff is kind of mentally draining. Like you're really doing things, you're going in, you're clicking on stuff. This, you put in your criteria, and you just pop in some headphones, drink a coffee, and just keep scrolling until something visually appealing pops up. So I like this. This is a little bit of a lazier method, but it could be rewarding. It's really just, you gotta be patient, put in the time, scroll through here. Oh, excuse me, guys. I work a lot. If you put in enough time with anything, any one of these methods will work. Right? The only reason I'm showing you so many is because so many people work differently. More visually oriented people will like this. You're looking at pictures the whole time. That's all that you're doing. More practical, logical, mathematical based people will like, going in, playing with, that first method we were doing. We were looking at a storefront, shuffling by revenue, shuffling by reviews, checking out the numbers, looking at the numbers as opposed to the pictures. So ornament could be good if you started at the right time, which would be, it would have to be coming in right now. but your sales will be done after December. So that's the thing I don't like. Wow, how do you ship worms, man? Okay, cool. So let's check this out. It's a mini humidifier. It looks so cheap. I have a hard time thinking that they're making sales. A humidifier lamp? Humidifier nightlight. Okay, so see, we actually did find something kind of unique. I'm not sure that that's going to even have searches or get a lot of sales, but let's see. Now, don't be fooled in thinking that this is its own market. You're going to be competing with all humidifiers if you sell this product. So you have to have a good humidifier. You can't have that. That one looked pretty not so good. We'll say it in a nice way. So like, that's really cool. No wonder they're making $25,000 per month. Here's a little check moment. If they have $10 fees at $34, so right off the bat, they're grossing $24. What is their profit margin? If this product costs $5, go. Be $20. So that's just a lesson on. We did determining profit margin not too long ago. Again, some of you guys, some of these things will be like, yeah, dude, I know how to determine profit margin. Others will be like, oh my God, thank you for making that. I was so confused. So don't be arrogant and think that everyone knows what you know. A lot of people are at different levels. I see that a lot of time. I have a Facebook group with several thousand people in there. Some people are like, how do you not know that? And they act rude. You get kicked out if you're acting rude, but it's like, dude, you were asking that question at one point. So yeah, this is it, guys. This is, so this is the Jungle Scout innovated method using FBM. But now let's go, and I don't just want to leave you with one innovated method. Let's actually show you more unique ways that you can use this tool. So one way that I like to do, and we'll get rid of all of those, and we'll actually just turn those off. One thing that I really like to do is I'll get really, really niche with this tool. So I'll say I personally like selling $25 and up. I don't like the $15, $20 game. I love the $25, $35, $40 products. The margins are so much better. So I'll come in oftentimes and I'll literally put, $24.88. I want to see the minimum price of $24.88. So $24.99 will be included in there, 25 and up. And then we'll max out at maybe $49.99. All right, so still in that impulse buy range, but we're dealing with higher margins. Now, minimum sales, we could actually lower it a little bit because we have a higher price. We'll go 200. So, that's going to be $5,000 per month in revenue. If we have a 50% margin, great. $75 a day in profit. But here's where we can have some fun. You know what? Let's actually just do it. We'll do 250. Now we're doing, $6,000 a month. So when we go into max reviews, you could actually set max reviews to like 22 and then negative reviews to 2. So we're actually looking at products that just launched. And this is my favorite innovation. The FBM thing is cool. It can get a little boring because you're missing out on a lot of products. Most things are sold by Prime. Like I said, I found a really good product using that method. That one takes a little longer. If you're more patient, you could use that. This is cool because we're actually seeing things that were just launched. Now, if we want something that can be airshipped, we can even go in and we could tighten that filter up like crazy, like under 0.6, under 0.6 of a pound, with under 22 reviews, with over 250 sales, with a price $25 to $50. And when we hit search here, I wouldn't recommend doing this on one category. I would probably have it on a lot because we're tightening up our filters so much. We're only seeing 1,300 products out of 71 million. But the products that we're seeing just started selling, and they are getting over 250 sales at this price range. So they're already doing sales that we would want to do. So if we could change that product, we're going to have just a home run right there. Because, so this might be don't always believe this, 63,000 with 2 reviews. a lot of the time someone could give away 100 units a day for a couple days if it's a huge, they have a couple thousand units, just to drive up their sales rank like crazy. And the revenue is gonna show that. So Jungle Scout is just doing that equation that I showed you guys how to do, based on sales rank. So if they see the sales rank super low, they're gonna think they're making that much. They're not actually making that much. But let's check that out because it does look kind of funny. A double lens head mounted reading magnifier. If I walked into a room and someone was reading with that on, I don't know what I would think. This has got to be a joke. This looks like it's from the 80s or something, man. Our technology's got to be better than this. Yeah, they're making like a sale every other month, and they've been selling for 3 years. So I don't think that's the best product. And we can see some related ones down here with 1,000 reviews. I don't like that. But that's we could go through here again, and I don't want to drag this on too long. But those are 2 ways to use this uniquely. So don't use these innovations when you're trying to find, or you could. When you're trying to find ideas, mother ideas, right? We touched on mother ideas and, ideas where we're using those ideas to find more products, whether we're going to a seller's storefront or we're using the rabbit hole method and clicking through to more sponsored products. This is like, you're going to sell the product that's on the web app. When I'm trying to just, when I'm on a visual day, I'm tired and I just want to scroll through some stuff. This is what I'll do. I'll either use fulfilled by merchant, or I'll go super niche. So you could actually, maybe we'll go like 3 or 4, and then we'll go like 34. So we could even just play with it slightly and you'll see different results pop up. And now check this out. We could actually go like reviews. You could sort by reviews with the Jungle Scout web app. A lot of people don't know that. Now we're looking at stuff that just has 34. So maybe they didn't just launch. Maybe they launched a couple months ago. Now they're having some success. So sometimes that's better because some of those real new listings will start to look a little weird. For instance, 64,000 on that stupid headband thing. That's not true. Can't be. I really hope that's not true. So here we go. This boho shining moon thing. I think I've seen this before. Probably using this method. But this like moon wall hanging moon phase thing. This is pretty cool. I think this market's pretty good. All hanging moon phases. Pull this up. It's probably the last one we do for this lesson. So not a ton of sales here. We do have this one seller, Calcles. They have a high price range too. This product is not that expensive. I've looked at, I think this is a couple dollars. So they have a great margin. They're doing $15,000 a month with 16 reviews. We have a guy doing 10 down here with 11. That's actually a moon phased wall tapestry. And then we have another wall tapestry. So bundle opportunity, maybe do both. Someone do it. So yeah, I don't think this quite meets criteria. There's not enough people doing 250 sales, but I do like what I see. And I think it might just be because of our phrase that we typed in. If you change this slightly, if you just did like moon phases ornaments or something like that, it might be a little bit more relevant results than you get. So make sure you're playing around with what you're searching. But yeah, that was the web app product database method. Guys, hopefully you're enjoying the course so far. I'm trying to bring you information that I have not brought you yet. Keep this fresh, keep it exciting. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Other than that, I'll see you in the next lesson.